Back to Ace Attorney. We had a bit of a kerfuffle setting up this stream. No one will ever know.
Except you told everyone. They have no context, but they will still know something that happened. So we're on case 3 of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 1.
According to Toast, this one doesn't have third case syndrome. Now, as some fans, as some of the viewers might know, Ace Attorney is known for third case syndrome. This all started with the case of the Silver Samurai.
Yeah, that was the first one. Danganronpa also has this problem, but it started with Ace Attorney.
I mean, they're pretty similar games.
Yeah. It's just ironic.
And made by different companies.
But it's ironic they both most of all their games, like, the third case is the worst one. Like, what are the,
London 5th Avenue.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter.
Old Man Winter?
A murder in a carriage, as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident,
I believe that perhaps that case was indeed
the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive
I'm
Japanese
not doing
student and I were to
Herlock
play
Sholmes'
together.
voice like that.
this is not, that was,
They did say Herlock Sholmes there.
yeah, but it was Winston doing a Herlock impression.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Wilson, not Winston.
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
If only its people weren't such assholes.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure. I suppose you're visiting students from abroad, eh?
Yes.
Thought so. Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And welcome
Carry.
to the centre of the world.
No, it's not.
Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
Center of the world, my ass.
Well, might as well be with how imperialism is.
God. My ass.
18th of February, 1921 a.m. British Supreme Court.
1921 a.m.
Whatever.
1921 a.m.
Leave me alone.
No, that I didn't know that year was a time.
Shut up.
Actually, it could, couldn't it?
Yeah.
No, I bite my tongue.
It would still be 9:21 because it's AM. Ellipses.
What an incredible place.
It's so imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. Looks like a fortress.
There are some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built a few short decades since we opened our borders to the outside world. An authentic example would, like this, has to be quite different impact, wouldn't you agree? A far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the difference than just construction materials. What is this place again? What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhado-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief Justice?
We had instructions to report here at this time, if circumstances were different. We were supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan.
But Kazuma can't.
No. So instead, we are here in a different capacity. As envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yeah.
And having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done.
So we'd have to return to Japan.
If we want to remain here in Great Britain,
I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the study tour.
yes, which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer.
Okay, it might just be my dyslexia kicking in, but god, that requisite, that looks off. I know it's probably fine, but god, complicated words are hard for
A reason. But
okay, so if you have dyslexia, you can still read. So I can read all that. It gets mixed up. Like, okay, how I read that is I start with the QUIRESITE. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how it looks to me. I can read it as requisite, but
it takes some time.
it's easier to do small words like yes, means, as, and other such stuff, but for stuff like qualifications, usually I start with the thick qual and Asians.
Okay.
So usually it's like I start at the center of the word, then bounce around.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how it is for other people with dyslexia, but that's how it is for me. It's like the words are there, they're just jumbled around differently, kind of thing. And it makes it like when you read something, like the word move, I've mixed up with door and more several times at work.
But they're not even spelled the same.
I know. It's like, I know this isn't gonna sound understandable, but it's the shape. Which is what I've been studying for.
Here in Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It is the only way that we will be able to remain here in London.
Hope I'm up to scratch. I assume that's the judge.
The Chief Justice, yeah. Do you want me to do his voice?
Didn't you say you'd do his voice?
I said I'd do the judge's voice. This is the Chief Justice.
Wait, the Chief Justice isn't the judge?
No.
Ah, good morning. Sorry for keeping you. Oh, great, that voice fits him perfectly. Oh. I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. I like the cut of his jib.
What's this jib?
I don't know what a jib is, but I know that is a term that is a compliment at the very least.
So you like how he looks?
It refers to a mannerism,
Okay.
or way one holds themselves.
Oh, okay.
It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies. You know, if you know time that distinctly, you have no fucking excuse for being over an hour, almost an hour 30 minutes late. You should be apologizing. Oh no. Don't mention it. We're never happier than when you're standing around with nothing much to do.
That sounds bad.
How fortunate. So, introductions. I'm Mel Strongheart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire. Ah, and I feel a little... I feel like a... I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot.
Come on, Mr. Naruhito, don't be a mouse.
Called out. It's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Strongheart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhata, from the Empire of Japan. Well, Mr. Naruhata, welcome to London, capital of our glorious British Empire. Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah, honestly, I'll probably do all the jury's voices too, just to make that easier.
Lord Strongheart, may I show you this? To accept this item, issue a receipt, examine it thoroughly, and make a formal statement of my findings. Would require something in the... Would require something in the region of 24 seconds of my time. Sorry? Does the item warrant 24 seconds of my time, Mr. Naruhata? Let's leave it for now. I'm a little salty at Mr. Strongheart here because he seems to be such a punctual person. I like to think of myself as a punctual person who's compulsively looking at clocks. And I am vehemently disgusted at coworkers of mine that don't check the clock enough.
Honestly, how can you not just check the clock all the time while you're at work? It's like... You want to know when it's... I always want to know what time it is, especially while I'm at work, because then it's like, I know when I can go.
For breaks, for stuff getting done, how long it's taken since you put in a request. God, I was so... I probably can't mention people's names. Night manager at previous job. The old lady that was the manager at night shift did not ever check clocks, and due to this she just stood around on her phone for several hours while we were supposed to be closing for the shift. London. So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London? Oh, help me! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about the city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhado?
Oh.
We had a wonderful view of some of London's streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say I am almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways. God, I can't read. The city boasts tramways, piped water and gas, even cables supplying electricity.
Whoa, how modern.
We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh yes! Astounded is the world. Astounded is the word.
Thank you for saving me here, Sasato.
And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London. Great exhibition? Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It will be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop. The World Fair came to the US, and they're... No, that would be going off track, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I was gonna talk about the murderer who had a hotel for the World Fair in the US. Anyway.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
God, center looks wrong. Is that really how it's done?
No, it is not. It should have been Cent ER.
Yeah.
Century. No, that would be wrong too.
It should be ER if it's center, right?
It should. Yeah, so I think that's just a typo.
Okay.
Even if you do say so yourself,
And he says so.
the sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times, we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun. You okay?
Yeah. I'll do that.
You know, rising sun setting. So China is known as the land of the setting sun by Japan, and China hates that. Meanwhile, America has for years been trying to get that title from Japan because we are the West.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we want to be the land of the setting sun as opposed to their rising sun.
And China's just like, fuck you.
But China hates that, but they don't want to let...
America have it.
Yeah, so... Yeah.
Okay, I'm
And
assuming they hate it because it compares them to Japan and they fucking hate Japan.
Yes. So... It's a small thing, but it's... like... It explains the three nations' dynamics in such a weird way.
Just China, I hate you, Japan, but it looks at America, I hate you more.
We are the far west. Yes, they are the far east.
Yeah.
As such, they the rising sun, and China is setting sun. Not us! Despite all those cowboy movies of running off into the sunset,
Yeah.
we are not the land of the setting sun.
Thanks, China.
I mean, we really should be called the land of the setting sun,
Yeah.
because we are far west.
Yep.
We even were called the West. So,
Yeah.
law student. Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you? Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asagi, if my memory serves. That's right. The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores. That's amazing. News reaches him before we even arrived. My country naturally extended its deepest condolences to yours. Oh, thank you. And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of this news?
Yes. We are here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that is true. I really like Strongheart. He is easily my favorite character, so
We're like, Kazuma.
I bite my tongue. Kazuma is still Bishi best boy. Strongheart is a close second. and it is with great regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
If you just hear us out, Lord Strongheart.
What do you have to say, ma'am?
It's about the study tour. Mr. Naruhado here would like to make a proposal.
I screwed up that line. It was madam, not ma'am.
Ma'am, what is...
Ma'am?
Yeah, you calling Sasano old?
Ma'am? Would he now? Well, Mr. Naruhada. Okay, his voice is actually kind of killing my throat. This is it then. The moment of truth. I would like to go on a field trip, please.
Well, we're already... I want to continue the field trip, please.
Yeah. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Strongheart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go on. Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see the tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Objection.
Hold it! Objection! Objection! Take that!
God, that's such a good edit.
Well, in that case, what if there were someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean. Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asagi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand. Well, the thing is... this really isn't going to go well at all. Just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man.
Speak, man. Mr. Naruhado.
Can't ruin things here if I'm not... I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I gonna say? There's someone else, if there's someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer,
It's Asano. Just kidding. Women can't be in the courtroom.
Actually,
so.
I kind of want to see that answer. So,
On.
yeah, I'm going to...
Save. And then we'll go back, because,
Now, I know this is the wrong answer, people, but I just have to see what what they'll say is, okay? So, yes, I know this is the wrong answer, but curiosity be damned. It can probably only be... yes, Miss Sasato! Not amused!
Asano.
An unusual introduction. But I presume you mean this charming lady beside you. You're a lawyer, are you?
Ellipses.
that look she's giving me. After all the day of hard work she put to help. After all the days of hard work she put in to help me study. I can't let her down now. I think that's quite enough joking, don't you? My real answer is, it's me. I can do it. Okay, it answers correctly in the end. God,
Sato's just like, boy.
okay, we're going to leave it here for a second in the recording, just to separate the parts. Bye.